Que lo que mi gente? Welcome to Two Drinks and a Ting. I'm your Ting, Nathalia.
And I'm Precious. I have no idea what she said before, so...
That's basically what's up in Spanish.
Oh, okay, see?
The Dominican version.
I don't know
So,
Spanish.
if you're wondering about this beautiful atmosphere, this is a podcast to basically allow conversations to take place. My safe space, I'm opening it to you. So, if you like shit talking, commentary, just good vibes, I would highly suggest you like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube for the viewers. Or for the audio listeners, follow anywhere you get your podcasts. And in tradition of celebrating Jubilees, I have Champagne. It's not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor, feel free. So, do you know the history behind champagne?
No.
Like why it's...
Like a celebratory drink?
Yeah, like why it's always used in any type of celebrations?
No.
Story time. Okay. So in the 17th century, France, because, you know...
Of course.
If it's not from France, it's not champagne. So this is sparkling wine, guys. It's from California. It requires putting a small amount of sugar inside the bottle, which has to then be trapped inside to be able to make it sparkly, aka sparkling wine. Now, that was dangerous because oftentimes it would explode.
In the bottle?
Yeah.
Oh.
And winemakers had to take cover because people would almost die. So, because of the level of dangerousness, it was very scarce to have champagne. And not a lot of people wanted to try because not only are you losing product, you're almost killing people. Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why it's seen as a delicacy, since only those who had money, like the royals, rich traders and stuff like that, they were only consumed during joyous occasions. So like royal weddings, baptism. That's why wine is wine.
Very interesting.
I know. But because I have no champagne, we are going to do the dupe. So to celebrate this joyous occasion, because it is a long time in the making. Ooh. Yes. This is so cute. Don't be surprised if I cry, guys. But yes, thank you for coming on this journey with me. It's been a long journey. It's been like 3 months worth, and girl has gone through it. Can I have your thing? I don't know. The hospitality people out there, I know this is not how you pour wine. Don't judge me. I'm not an alcoholic, and I've never worked in the kitchen, so. Is it ghetto to fill it to the brim?
Is it ghetto?
Yeah.
Why would it be ghetto?
I don't know. Am I supposed to fill it to the brim, or am I supposed to put it?
That's fine. That's actually fine.
Okay, yeah. Here you go. Oh, look at me, guys. Hire me, Olive Garden. Save it for a cloudy day. Mm-hmm. Technical difficulties. It said reseal. How? Oh, let me just... Oh.
That's actually very convenient now, because like before you couldn't even do that.
Yeah, it was the wooden cork.
Mm-hmm. That's the winter cork?
I know I said it was the wooden cork. Mm-hmm. This is just a plastic cork.
Stopper. It's pretty much a stopper.
Yeah. Okay. So to adventures, to my dreams coming true, and for us to hang and talk shit and have a good day.
Oh. Okay.
This sparkling wine, guys, delicioso.
I don't really drink, so it's kind of... I don't drink champagne.
Square. But it's...
I've had bad experiences with this.
With wine?
With champagne when I was little.
Is this where you got drunk?
When I got sick? Yeah.
Drunk? I didn't know you got drunk off of this. I thought you got drunk off of vodka.
That too. When I was little.
Why are you underage drinking?
It wasn't my fault. I mean, my mom and dad, they wanted us to join in all the fun and festivities when we were little. No one left out, yada, yada, yada. But one day we were out in Jersey and it was like, what, New Year's? It was New Year's Eve. And we were all sitting in the bedroom. It was my parents, my sisters, my grandparents, and we're all sitting in like someone's hotel room. I don't know if it was my parents, ours, or my grandparents. But okay, they were like, okay, the ball's gonna drop. And we're like, okay, cool. And my dad pours little itty bitty amounts of champagne in like these tiny little glasses for us, for the girls, for like the children. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, he's like, does anyone want any more? And I'm just like, me? He's like, no. And I'm just like, okay. And then my mom was like, okay, she could have just a little bit more. And I'm just like, okay, cool.
She knew.
And so, yeah. And so he was just like, okay. So he pours me more. And then it was just a little bit. He wasn't like lying or anything. It was just like really a tiny bit more. Mm-hmm. And then my sister didn't want hers. And so I drank hers too.
You're such an alcoholic.
This is the reason why I don't drink much now. Okay.
Love it. Well, you started early.
And so after that, I woke up. We were leaving the next day to come back home, and we were leaving like the next day. We had like a day in between the drive because my mom usually liked to, on the last day, celebrate and then not celebrate, but like chill in the hotel room. Get up early, start the drive.
This is in Jersey?
Yeah, this was in Atlantic City.
So you guys didn't live in New York at this time, or it's still a far drive?
Oh, no, this was like no, it's like she likes to stop in between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so on our way back home, I was like, Mommy, I feel sick. And she didn't really think anything of it. She just thought I was just saying it because, like, we don't get sick. No one gets sick in her household without her knowing about it from the very beginning. So I was just like, I wasn't eating. Like, we usually got like Burger King or something on the way home, like and breakfast. Mm-hmm. And so it was like, I really didn't like breakfast sandwiches from Burger King. Those were like disgusting to me.
Because they're trash.
And so like she would like force me to eat them, but love you, Mommy. But I didn't eat that, like, or I was like trying to eat it, but I really didn't finish it. But I was like really sleepy. I was just more sleepy than anything. And as soon as we got home, what was I doing? Oh yeah, as soon as we got home, I looked. I was walking into the kitchen, and I just felt something like not sitting right with my stomach. Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, oh no, something feels like it's about to come up. So I ran. The bathroom wasn't far. It was literally like around the corner. And there was a bathroom on the first floor and there's another one on the second floor. Someone was in the bathroom on the first floor. And I'm like, are you going to be in there long? And it was my sister. And she didn't answer me. So I'm just like, oh God. Polly. So I ran to the sink in the kitchen. Didn't make it. I just threw up all over the floor in the kitchen. So nasty. My dad like walked in because he heard me like.
See, your daddy knew. He was just like, I told you not to give her anything.
Yeah. Well, my mom was like, okay, yeah, she can have a little bit more. My dad was just like, But yeah, didn't really make it to the sink.
That's why she don't like champagne, guys.
It was trauma for me. So after that, I was just like, no more alcohol. And for a long time, champagne, the smell, the taste, didn't sit right with me. After that, I said, no, I can't do this no more.
That's how I feel towards Brugal, which is like a drink from the Dominican Republic. It tastes really disgusting. To me, it tastes sweet and stuff like that. And when my sister was first time over here, she was just like, oh, could just keep drinking because then you'll no longer care about the taste. You'll be too drunk. And I was should have stopped. But she was force feeding me these alcoholic shots. And I blacked out. So now every single time I smell the liquor, like on a special occasion or whatever, my stomach hurts and I want to throw up.
Ew.
It's horrible. Tito's did that for me too. For Cinco de Mayo. I'll never forget that. That bar crawl was a mess. Well, damn. Okay, I understand why you have like issues with the champagne.
Yeah. Don't really enjoy it. And if it's for sale, I'll take like a little sip, but then after that,
You're like, I'm tired.
Or I'll ask for like literally like that amount in your cup right there. That's the amount I'll ask for, just to be like, okay, shot. Okay, I'm good.
I feel that. Sometimes I don't like champagne. The only time I do drink champagne is celebrations or whatever. Like most, just New Year's, in all honesty. Because if I'm celebrating anything else, it's just like white wine or Moscato. But champagne would be celebrations, New Year's, and then mimosas.
Okay, mimosas aren't that bad. I think it's because that orange juice in the mixer, it's what that, dies it down a bit. So like, I'll drink a mimosa, but like I won't drink much of it.
I feel that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, I'll take a couple sips and then be like, okay,
I don't know.
that's it, one glass.
I don't know how people just be like 5 mimosas in. Like, girl, I'm
don't
done.
understand.
Like 2 mimosas in, and then after that, keep the champagne. Give me orange juice.
Yeah, or water.
Girl, water's life. And you know what? I never liked water as a kid, and now I
think anyone
drink
did.
it every
Single day.
like hour. I think that's wild.
Everything changes, especially when your doctors are telling you drink more water, or when you're on a skincare journey, drink more water. When you're on a fitness journey, drink more water. So water just becomes.
I can't relate to any of that because I wasn't never on a fitness journey. And I don't listen to what my doctors say. They say I'm gonna die like tomorrow, so fuck them. But not even skin. I don't know. I just one day woke up and realized water is great.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
because
it's for every adult.
I think because when I was a kid, I didn't like it because it was boring. Like it was
It's
plain.
tasteless. It doesn't have any color.
It's not Sprite.
Yeah, it's not, not Sprite.
Not Sprite. Sprite was my shit back in the day.
Yeah, so it just doesn't appeal to kids. I mean, some kids, especially with some parents, they like force water with their kids, but my mom, nope. It was juice in the house and soda.
I remember this one girl, she never liked soda or juice as a kid. She only liked water, and I thought she was weird.
Why weird?
Because like at that age,
at that age, yeah.
I was just like, you don't like juice? You don't like soda? Like, what's wrong with you? I thought she was a serial killer, I'm not gonna lie. But then I was also really obsessed with Gatorade.
I didn't like Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. That's the only thing I would drink.
I thought it was just, there was no sugar in it, and it just tastes nasty.
Girl, not me. The yellow one, that shit hits differently. I
mean, nowadays, like the red one and the blue one, they get me. Like, but when I was younger, I'm like, what is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be juice? Like, I thought it was like high C. No. But it's not. Like, it's less sugar in it, so
I drank it like juice. That shit was good.
Not me.
Especially like my dad, he knew.
I thought it was just flavored water.
You know what it was? I thought, you know what? If I drink this, that means I'm athletic and I'm cool. That's literally what I thought.
Okay.
But my dad understood. He always had bottles of Gatorades waiting for me when I went to his house. He had a little mini fridge, and he had my little mini drinks, the yellow ones, the blue ones. Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have kind of mini threads for you. I think you would find
just for me,
just for you, because we're evil.
Why?
Because we're evil. Okay. I love it. All right. So the topic is, what's the meanest and cruelest thing you've ever said to a man?
I don't believe in being mean to people.
I do.
Why?
Because I'm just the meanest. I'm Norberto.
Wait, or just make up a name for him.
Norberto. He ain't gonna know. His name is Norberto.
We'll call him Jack. Anyway, she already said it. Forget it.
Yeah, exactly. So we were in 7th or 8th grade, and he was short. So he was literally like this
I can already feel this. This is already going down south.
He was short like this, and we were in class, and we were just chilling and stuff like that. And me and my friends were just talking, and I was like, "Hey, Norberto, you dropped something." And he was like, "What? My face?" And I'm like, "No, your height."
I'm so glad I didn't go to school with her.
Listen, he was not fazed by it. He was laughing. He dabbed me up. Even the teacher, Mrs. Horton, who's probably married now, and she's not Mrs. Horton no more. Hi. She was laughing. She was, Natalia, you're so mean. I'm like, is he hurt? Is he hurt? He's not. Are you hurt? He was like, I want to go to the principal's office. And I'm like, well, damn, that's a you problem.
So he was mad at you then?
No, he got over it. But yeah, that was, to me, that's literally probably the meanest thing I've said to anybody. Any man.
Okay, that's not bad because that was in high school. That
Yeah,
doesn't count.
No, that was in middle school.
That doesn't count. I mean, you're in middle school. We're all stupid and young.
Girl, I was funny. Do you know, have you ever said anything mean to anybody?
I mean,
any man?
Well, yes, and I feel really bad because this person has passed away now. Let's see. We'll call him
Will.
Yeah, we'll call him Will. He was pretty annoying in school, and he had an older brother, and his older brother was cool, but he, on the other hand, was just very weird, awkward, and he would just like talk a lot, and no one really understood, like, bro, be quiet. Like
So
when you're in
mumbling?
No, not like he would just say random stuff, and everyone was like, who asked you? Like, stop. Everyone would just be thinking it or say it to his face.
Like, Kevin, come get your brother. He's fucking annoying.
Yeah, so at one point, like, he was talking and I got so annoyed with what he was saying. I just said, what's his name again? Will, shut the fuck up. in high school, and everyone was just like, what the
precious?
Yes. And I was just like, please just shut the fuck up. And he just looked at me like, well, I don't want to. And I'm just like,
were you in ninth grade or some shit?
This was like high school. This was like 10th grade or 11th grade. Like we were almost out of here.
Was it in the morning?
No, it's like the afternoon, like after lunch type shit. Like shift. I mean,
I can
shift, but like
see
class.
people. I can see you saying that in the morning time, because for whatever fucking reason, in the morning, you didn't ride the bus, or did you?
Yeah.
In the morning, there was always that one stupid guy who thought he was cool or cute, and he would be mad fucking loud on the bus.
It's too early for that.
It's like, can you stop?
It's too early.
You started school at like 6 something too, right?
Oh no, my school started at like 9:00.
Oh, what luxuries I didn't have. We started school like at 6 something, or the school started at 7, but you had to be at the bus
That was
stop
later
at 6:30.
Remember, we didn't go to high school at the same time.
But I thought high school was always that, because my brother, he was also that early. Same thing with my sister. Oops.
No, like at one point, I think they changed it. Well, they changed it and it went back.
Oh, you were part of that year. Mm-hmm. That was my 8th grade year when I called Norberto that. That's when we started at 9.
Oh.
The school system is stupid. Y'all be coming up with the most stupidest shit ever. That makes absolutely no damn sense. And it benefits nobody. Idiots. Anyways, back to the thread. Okay.
I mean, that's the most meanest thing I've ever said to a guy, but I don't really believe in being mean. I'm like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Except you.
I would say if that's the case, I'd never talk. Okay.
Well, that's just something my dad taught me and my mom. So,
see, my father was different. My father was like, they say something mean to you, you say something mean to them. It was that type of mentality. Mm-hmm. Get them before or after they get you.
Nope.
So some of the responses were, I faked the gagging because I liked you.
You faked the what?
Gagging.
Oh my God.
You have a small penis. I see why you get cheated on.
It's awful. Like, oh my God, not even. Damn.
I see why your mama dipped.
Was he ugly or something? Like, what?
Now I get why your parents beat you.
What? That's so mean.
When we finally broke it off, my abusive ex and I were fighting in my car, and fighting in my car, and he threatened to kill himself if I left again. I reached across him and opened the door and just said, well, try not to make a mess.
Her girl was not having it. She was just like, be on your way.
We all know what's assumed to be said, but I like to throw in, that's why you got erectile dysfunction.
Wait, what?
I don't know what the hell this person is trying to say. I would have just
guess
said,
what she's saying is like, there's a lot of like common mean things to say to a man, but she likes to go with that.
That's why you have
he or she likes to go with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to go with that. Not you filling your cup up already. I haven't even finished mine.
I'm sorry, but I don't have traumatic experiences with fucking champagne. Another one is, started driving to his ex's house, and when he asked where we were going, I said, to leave you where the fuck I found you, because you got the wrong fucking one.
That's actually pretty funny. That's funny. That's not mean.
That's the cruelest, though.
Wait, say it again?
This is what's the meanest and cruelest thing you said to a man.
Oh.
Your mother should have swallowed you.
Everybody says that.
Like, your existence should not even be valid. You're smoking and breathing up all this oxygen for children who deserve it more. You deserve to be balding. That's so true. You have your mom's last name. Stop talking to me like you're a man.
I'm just gonna stop right there. Just stop right there.
This was funny. Go fix your teeth, looking like Shark Boy.
Y'all women are mean. And they be wondering why some men were just like, they don't even want to approach women no more.
This is probably
why you did that.
This is probably something I would say. Follow your hairline and take a step back. Me. Mm-hmm. I would have said that. If Norberto would have tried me, I would have said that shit to him. But I got him with his height, so we good. So that was like your first little thread.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. I was just scrolling on Instagram, as one does. And I saw this, just this post. I guess it's on Twitter. I don't really know. Mm-hmm. And it says, some chick, you should spin the block. You and that person you dated in 2018 are hopefully different people now. Reconnect and see if it works out. Someone replies to that. Please don't give any more advice.
Like, no one needs that negativity.
No one needs to be exploring their past. Mm-mm. It's a past for a reason. We push forward. Okay, here's another. This is my last and only thread. My last thread. The topic is, what's an unpopular opinion you have that will get you into some stuff? Eminem is the best rapper in the world.
So that's his unpopular opinion.
That's his unpopular opinion. And he's explaining, black folks want a minute because he's white. Don't fight me. Fight your homeboy who can't rap.
So he's talking about him.
He's talking about black people saying, oh, Eminem's not the best rapper. He's basically saying, yes, he fucking is.
Ain't nobody said that. No black person.
A lot of people said that Eminem's not the best rapper.
I've heard that. But let me tell you something. Back in when I was like high school and middle school, that's all everybody ever played. Mm-hmm. Him and like 50 G Unit.
Lil Wayne.
There's a
party like a, I don't know. I think party like a rock star. Who's that? Backyard Boys or some shit like that.
Sound like it, yeah.
I feel like it's like Backyard Boys.
Yeah,
something like that. To me, back in the day, it was Usher, but he's not a rapper. But these are the people who was popping. Usher. We're not gonna say the R word, but you know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. He Wants to Fly. He was big back in the day, especially when he was coming out closets.
The Confession series, yeah.
Not Usher. The R word.
The Confession series.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Like coming out the closet?
Yeah.
Really?
Confessions, yeah.
That's Usher's.
No. He had them too. Didn't he? Oh,
No?
it is Trapped in the Closet.
I told you it's Trapped in the
I
Closet.
thought it was like Confessions or something.
The series is Trapped in the Closet. That shit had me in a club. I've only seen 1, 2. When
I don't know anything. Clearly. I wasn't hanging out with the bad kids in school.
She liked that screamo stuff.
Listen, no, you need to stop saying that.
She liked screamo. That's what she liked. She was rocking these platform shoes, long chains. My girl was gothic.
By the way, she didn't even know me. We're we're not even the same age.
Back to the topic. What's an unpopular opinion you have that you would get into a fight for? So Eminem was one of them. Mm-hmm. This is my life, and I think this will relate to you. Women do not need kids to validate their womanhood. There's more to life as a woman than becoming a mother. Facts. Just recently, I've embraced that concept probably like a year, maybe 2 years ago. I've embraced it. And then like a year ago is when I vocalized it. Much to my family's dismay. But they're not paying for kids, so they can fuck off. Another thing is short men are always angry.
Oh my God. No. I recently really encountered a short guy while at work, and it was the funniest thing ever. I work at a hotel, and I work at the front desk, and the desk in the hallway to the elevators are literally like, just if you're standing at the desk and you look down, that is the hallway straight to the elevators. This man, I look up from my computer, and this man is walking really fast. And as soon as he gets like halfway, he's holding something up in the air going like this, but he's walking very fast. I'm looking at him like, okay.
Is it his bill?
No, it's his room key.
It's not working?
Yeah, his room key wasn't working. And then he comes down and he's like super short. Well, he's not super short. He was short. And he was just like, I was like, how are you, sir? And he was just like, well, I would be okay if my child wasn't screaming at the top of their lungs over on the so-and-so floor. And I'm like, am I supposed to be sorry for that? Like,
whose fault is it that you don't know how to parent?
Am I supposed to be sorry for that? So like in my head, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, okay, well, how can I help you? He was like, my key doesn't work. And I have a child screaming on the so-and-so floor, and I need to get in my room. I was like, first of all, you just said you had a child. Why aren't they here with you? So did you leave this child up on the such floor?
He wants his child
and walked back down to the desk and left the child alone? Because it wasn't only me standing at the desk. It was like 2 other people. It was one of our bellmen and another supervisor. So after he left, after I fixed his key and everything, I said, so y'all heard that, right? He left his child upstairs by herself. And he was like, yeah, I heard it. And then the bellman just looks at me and I look at him and I'm just like, you heard that, right? And he was just like, yeah. Why did he bring his child with him? I'm like, okay, good, because I thought I was the only one who heard that. So yeah, and it was just so fun. But he was really small. I was like, sir, it is too early, and also you are too short to be having that kind of anger in you right now. That's what I said to myself.
Short men are always angry.
Yeah.
See,
I was just
they don't lie. I think, is this my last one? Okay, it's not last one. Okay, I have like 3 more.
I think that was the last one.
No, it's not. And then back to it. It says everyone needs to repent. Which I don't know what the word repent means, so
just
I'm
confess.
not offended.
Confess.
Oh, girl, I did that the last 6 months. I'm good.
Oh, my God.
Love Island is stupid. Understandable. I feel like Love Island is dumb.
I don't watch reality TV. I think it's boring.
I don't watch it, but I know the gist of it because that shit always be popping up on Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't really watch anything reality TV was, unless it was like, I mean, I watched Bad Girls Club like the first 3 seasons because them shits were good.
But girl, that's early 2000s. We're in 2023 now.
And then what else was there? Flavor Flav.
Flavor of Love.
Rock of Love.
I Love New York.
Chanson was his name, his brother.
R.I.P.
I
Real.
know.
He had great hair.
Oh my God.
Who else was out here? Megan Wants a Billionaire.
I watched that.
That white girl thing. That competition show where everyone that was from like a love competition fought each other to win like $1 million or something like that.
What?
It was on VH1. It had contestants from I Love New York, Flavor Flav, Brett Love,
yeah.
and then people would fight. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that show.
White Boy was in it with Real and Chance and Hoops.
Yeah, I remember that. Hoops. I remember that like barely. To know that Hoops, ended up dating Shaq is crazy.
That's like so weird. Like, so what's happening? So
I mean, she was tall too.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
She was like. I mean, she wasn't like 6 foot or anything like that, but she had height on her. What are you doing?
Looking how tall Hoops is. Oh, this bitch gave me millimeters. I don't know what 1.58 millimeters is. Girl, what's feet? Girl, she's 5'2".
Oh, really? She's that small?
Yes.
I thought she had height to her.
No, she is 5'2". How tall, Shaq?
Like 7 foot something.
7'1". Again, my question, how?
I don't really care.
Anyways, back to my commentary. So the last thing was Love Island is stupid. This one I wholeheartedly back up. Chris Brown is a better performer than Beyonce. Facts.
Well, I've never seen either perform in person, so I can't judge.
Chris Brown be going in. Like, he be doing the utmost. He be flipping bitches over, lap dancing them up, but then also...
Yeah, but don't you gotta pay for all that with his shows? Right. Oh, I swear that you had to, like, pay for that.
You have to pay meet and greet.
Oh, okay.
But again, if I had an extra $1,000 laying about, I would meet and greet him and take prom pictures. Chris Brown was a god when I was a child.
Oh yeah, because he was so young.
He came out when I was in 6th grade. That is that's the love of my life. So if you tell me he's having a meet and greet and I have an extra $1,000 to spare, best believe I will pay to see my crush. Get prom pictures.
Sorry.
Look like we're having a gender reveal. I would pay $1,000 to see him. Girl. Last one. And I was talking to Natalie about this. This is disgusting. Hot cereal is better.
Hot cereal? Like actual cereal or like oatmeal?
Oatmeal? She was like, no, it's just they warm up the milk.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. Okay.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, that's just good.
No.
No, I prefer that over cold cereal.
Cold cereal, no.
Nasty.
That's my shit.
Nasty.
Hot cereal is better. That's disgusting.
I think it might just be like an island thing too.
I told her that.
Yeah.
I told Natalie that. I'm like, is it because he's from the islands? And she was like, I don't know. Why would you say that? I'm like, because down there you don't have electricity, like consistent, dependable electricity. So you most of the time have powder milk where you mix it with water so it's warm, or it's just warm milk. And I told him like, it's because he's from the islands, right? It has to fucking be. That's nasty. Not from the islands for the hot cereal shit. Yeah. And I was like, isn't that the same thing as oatmeal?
No, like porridge, like if you're like from Jamaica or any like island, like porridge is like, I think it would kind of the same thing but different. Because porridge is sweet.
I think it's a different grain.
Yeah, porridge is sweet.
But you can make oatmeal sweet by putting in brown sugar and
yeah,
cinnamon.
but it's not the same grain though. And porridge is much more thinner. Than it is. I mean, you make it thick, but it's gonna be like there's like you don't have like grains like oatmeal. It's different. I'm not Jamaican, but or like from the islands. But I had a neighbor who was, and her mom made it for us when we slept over her house. And I'm just like, what is that? And we were all young, and my sister didn't like it. We pretty much grew up on very much Southern food. So my grandparents are from South Carolina, even though we were in New York for most of our lives. But yeah, like Southern bacon, sausage, fish, and grits for breakfast. Like Sunday breakfasts, my mom would go in and she would like have people over on Sundays, you know, especially for dinner. But she'll do like a breakfast for the immediate family and my grandparents. And then for dinner, she would make up stuff and we'll have people over. And that's like after, like, I honestly don't think we went to church that much when we was little.
See, that's so weird because my father would have the same exact thing because he would have us on the weekends and stuff like that. but the meals change. So you guys would have grits and stuff like that, fish and grits. We would have fried salami, egg, and mango. Which is
traditional.
the smashed plantains. And I will only eat my dad's mango. And I don't typically like fried salami, but I will with that dish. And then I have to have my egg over easy, not sunny side up, so it has to be fried on both sides and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
That's my shit.
Okay.
And then like his wife tried to make me her mango, and it's just not the same. It don't hit.
That's because you're used to your father making it. So that's the same. Like I can't eat spare ribs or barbecue ribs from anywhere. Like it has to be my dad's. Like I'm very picky when it comes to certain foods because I've had them where my parents made them my entire life. If I go somewhere else and eat them, I'll just be like, I'll judge. And I'll be like, what is this? This is not it.
That's how I feel about rice. Like if I see someone else making rice or even at a place, I will never get somebody else's rice. Because I don't know if you clean this rice.
Yeah, right.
And
nobody watched. Girl, let's not get into this because that is a whole topic.
One time I stayed at my friend's house and she was like, oh, do you want to eat? I was like, sure, I'll eat. And her mother is Puerto Rican, but I don't know if she was like raised in the culture. I think one of her parents was just Puerto Rican, like her dad or something like that. So they knew like some Puerto Rican dishes and stuff like that. So she was like, oh, well, I'm going to make rice and beans. And I'm like, oh, shit, let's go. She has a rice pot and she put the rice inside it. And then she filled it with water. And then she just cooked it.
No, like swishing it around, pouring the water
I
out.
looked at her and I was like, are you going to clean your rice? She was like, no, we don't do that. We just put it in. I was like,
oh, stop.
So I have to go. My mom is calling me.
Not that I don't want to be sick, so I'm just going to go.
I don't... Literally,
Your
I
face.
thought, because I was baffled because I thought
Everyone did
cleaning
it.
rice was the basic steps of making rice.
Yeah.
Same thing with cleaning your meat. I thought it's the basic rule of cooking because at that point, all my family, we weren't raised together, but
You guys did the same thing. You guys were taught the same
we
thing.
always put the rice in, swished it, cleaned it, drained it, did what you need to do, and then cooked it. So to see that, I was just like, this bitch. I was like,
the traumatic.
girl, I was literally like, this bitch is wild. I'm gonna get sick in her house. So seeing that, I didn't even want to see how she made her beans. And I didn't want to see what type of beans this bitch was making. Because I guarantee you, she probably would have made some Bush's baked beans or some bullshit and put it in with the white rice. And I'm expecting Goya or something. And I'm just like, nah. So like, I was just baffled. So like from that day, like from ever since I was a kid, seeing like cafeteria food, that rice looks dry as fuck. I'm not gonna eat it. So, but girl, that baffled me.
You were just like, what?
I was
doing.
I literally like questioned her whole entire cleanliness. I was like, you're dirty.
That's terrible. But yeah. But no, wash your food, please. Your meat, your rice,
Your fruit.
your veggies. And they have vegetable wash and fruit wash now, like where you like put them in like some water and you just scrub. Girl, that's a lot. But I mean, that's worth it, especially for you to not be sick after. You don't know where the food's been. It's just sitting on the grocery counter stores or in like the little thingies when you go to the grocery store. You don't know where it's been before that. It could be like the most cleanest superstore or
People dirty.
Cleanest store.
People like to cough in their hands.
Yes, and then touch shit.
touch different shit.
It's crazy.
They're nasty.
And it's really nasty.
Clean your food.
When you get it, bring it home, wash it, do whatever you have to do, and then put it away.
Like since then, I was just like,
you don't trust nobody. Trust issues activated.
So whenever anyone would be like, oh, do you want to eat? No, I'm okay. I don't care who type of person you are, unless it's Zach's family. I know
I always
they cook
forget
the
you
good
tell
food.
me he's like Hispanic because he does not look like it.
He does not.
You like shocked me when. Oh no, he shocked me when he told me. I was
He
like, "Come
shocked
again?"
me when he told me.
I was like, "Come again?" Like I really looked at him. I was just like, "What?"
But I remember I was at his house for his. It's cool because his girlfriend, him, and his dad, their birthdays are all close together in December. So I went to like their family party, and the aunts were like, "Oh, we're making tamales."
Yes. Period.
I was like, "I want tamales."
Same. How
He
come I
sat
get no
me
invite?
down, and he was just like, "They're making them today, but they're not gonna be ready until tomorrow." I'm like,
He had to prepare you. Like, sorry.
"So you're not getting tamales?"
So you're bringing me some, is what I'm hearing.
That's what I asked, and he was just like, and he didn't give me no damn tamales, fucking bitch.
He could have just brought them over. He doesn't live far, does he?
He don't. He lives 10 minutes away.
So just so you know, Zach, she'll be here waiting for the next tamale dish.
I really am, because I ate tamales from this Mexican restaurant over here, like real close, and I've never had tamales before. Yeah, tamales
What? They are my favorite.
Because
For
to
Mexican
me,
food. Oh my God.
when I see them, they remind me of pasteles,
Oh, you don't like
and
them.
I don't like pasteles. I do not like them.
I was like shocked you didn't like them. Your mom made them when I was here, and I was just like, yes, please.
I hate pasteles. They are disgusting. They're nasty. So
Are you even Dominican? I'm just kidding.
that's Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, that's
bitch.
right.
And I don't know, questionable. But I ate a Mexican sampler that they had at the restaurant. So it came with quesadilla, it came with nachos, enchilada, and one flauta, one
Oh,
ghetto.
it was a sampler, so okay.
I guess, but I wanted more flautas. The fuck? And then it came
You gotta
with,
order the plate for you to get for you to get more.
and then it had the tamale. I was like, ooh, I never tasted tamale before. And it reminded me of like a yuca, like a yuca patty. And I was like, oh, it's pretty good. It's okay.
No, I
I
had
would love to have
tamales
it
for the first time.
authentic.
It was one of my high school teachers. She brought them in because she's Mexican, and she brought them in just to like celebrate, nothing. She was just like, I made tamales, everyone have one.
Ooh.
And I was like, girl, what the heck is a tamale? And I'm looking at everyone like all the Hispanic people
Go
who knew.
in.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at everybody like,
I missed an assembly class. What the fuck happened?
did I miss it? Like, yeah. So I'm looking at one girl and she's opening hers or whatever and she's eating it. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm just going to do what she's doing. And then I was just like, okay, let me try another bite. Oh my God. Y'all got rice? Y'all got some rice in here? But yeah, after that, and I was like, what? I was like 16 when I had my first tamale. Girl, I never went back. I was like, I was like, Mommy, where's the nearest Mexican restaurant with tamales? And she was like, what?
There is this girl I used to work with in Universal, but I think she's a Mexican American. So she was telling me, she's like, oh, like, have you do you know any like authentic Mexican dishes? Because I think we were talking about our cultures and the similarities in certain foods and then the differences. And then she was saying like, oh, you need to try tinga. And I'm like, what's tinga? And she was like,
It's like a made up word.
girl. I was like, what's tinga? And she was like, tinga is like it's a dressing that you soak your pulled pork or pulled chicken in, and it's kind of just a dressing. So it's like a stew.
Okay.
So it's something that you just like bake or cook in the crock pot for your pulled chicken and pulled pork. And I was like, that shit sound bomb. And I was just like, so when are you taking me? And she's like, oh, we can go X, Y, and Z day. Long story short, we ain't ever go. But best believe that thing is still in my mind that I want to try tinga. And every single time I go to a Mexican restaurant, I'll look on the menu and it's never there. So I'm just like, so was she lying to me? Is this not an actual thing? And then
Maybe it's just like, small business, like mom and pop kind of thing, where it's like family owned.
I don't remember what the restaurant was called. But I look, and lo and behold, the colonizing store Target has a bottle of tinga sauce.
So it's a sauce.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was saying.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up.
So it's spicy. So I don't know how much y'all like it.
Oh, you don't like spicy food.
I know. I'm very fragile.
Just remember when you had what was it? The wasabi.
That was so traumatizing. I don't trust nobody. Oh my God. Because my tongue still fucking hurts.
But your sinuses were all clear afterwards. You were like, I can breathe. Sorry.
I had like 3rd-degree burns on my tongue. So,
okay, it wasn't that spicy.
No. So I went on an adventure trying to go to find Indian food. It's went over my mind that a lot of authentic Indian restaurants take a break in between lunch for prayer. So we go over there and they're closed. I'm like, what the fuck? They said they're going to be open until 11 o'clock. We look at the time and it says from this period to this period, they're closed. I'm like, oh, fuck. I fucked up. My bad. So we look in and there's like a hibachi grill nearby. So I'm like, all right, say less. Let's go get some hibachi. My evil friend, Natalie, is like, have you ever tried wasabi before? And I'm like, no, what's that? Very excited. She was like, oh, it's this green thing right here. I was like, ooh, avocados. Oh my God.
Only she would think it's avocado. Me and Natalie are looking at each other like, okay.
So then I'm just like, oh, okay. So the wasabi's like this big. And I probably take about this big. For the audio viewers, I'm looking at like a pea size of wasabi. My friend was like, that's too much. Take smaller. For whatever fucking reason, that wasn't a red flag when she said that shit. So I took half the pea size and I was like, all right. And she was just like,
I think it was more of like a nickel size and then you took a pea size.
It was something. Apparently I took too much. So
for her.
For anybody in life, what the fuck? What do you mean for me? For anybody. That shit was hot. So I eat it. Instant regret. I swear to God, my tongue lost 3 layers of skin. That shit hurt so bad. I was looking for water. And sure enough, I had no more water left. And the waitress out here doing her thing, talking to other people, not seeing the pain in my eyes. But mind you, the evil one, Natalie's laughing her ass off. Precious over here laughing her ass off. And I'm just targeted. I felt betrayed. It wasn't That's my introduction to wasabi. Wasabi's fucking bullshit. So I don't know why y'all hoes out here eating this, but get real friends, not fake friends. That's
and when I showed you that video of the nanny when she ate the wasabi, but like, did your sinuses not feel like all clear? You were just like, ooh, wait, hold on, I can breathe. Oh, this is nice.
I could have got that with sriracha. I don't need to have this with wasabi.
No, sriracha is just spicy. The wasabi is not even spicy. Okay, never mind. She thinks it's spicy, y'all. Never mind.
I am an Americanized Puerto Rican. My spice levels are low. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like these gringos out here. A little too much pepper is a little much, okay?
Like, I'm not even like regretting like not saying anything, but because I just wanted to see your reaction, see what you'll do.
I'm shocked.
I'm just like, I know she doesn't like spicy. And then when Natalie was like, oh yeah, try it. I'm just like, wait, hold on. And I'm just like, wait, yeah, I actually want to see what's going to happen. You got over it.
Barely.
Your tongue is still intact. But you're alive. Did you die?
Kinda.
Your face though was so funny. You were just like, what the fuck? Your face.
I'm shocked that no one was recording during this whole entire experience.
I should have. Damn.
That would have been a recording to live the ages. I wanted to punch all you guys in the face. Best believe I did not talk to them the rest of the trip home.
Yes, she did.
No, I didn't.
She did.
Oh
my God. That's crazy. Okay.
Well, that brings us to the end of our first pod.
First episode, numero uno.
Well, if you like what you hear, please feel free to leave a comment on the bottom. Definitely like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the YouTube viewers. And for the audio listeners, please follow anywhere you get your podcasts and leave love. Dos vidania.
Bye.